Good day everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's a glorious Friday today in Pattaya. Red hot. On the Schweppes. Too hot for beer at the moment. And today I'm going to be speaking to my good friend Phil, who I used to work with in the UK. He moved over to Thailand about 18 months ago. So he's going to tell you his process of how he got here, how much it cost to get here, bringing a container over from the UK, how you go about that, and the price of that as well. So we'll say a quick hello to Phil, and we'll jump into this.
Nice, mate.
Mate, you doing okay?
Yeah, good,
good.
good.
Yeah, good to see you, mate. So just basically people out there, good people, want to know the process of moving to Thailand and the actual, what it costs financially to get here. So if you want to tell me a bit about your background first.
I've been coming to Thailand for 27 years nearly next April. I've been married to a Thai lady since 2000. She came over to England for over 20 years, and we decided in 23, or was it? I forgot what year it is, 23, back in 23, we was going to retire and move to Thailand. So we sold everything up and decided, to stay in town, because we have a house in Thailand in the province called Satgao, and we've just moved to there.
Basically, yeah, Phil was going to bring items from the UK with him to Thailand, and obviously can't fit that all in a few suitcases. So Phil went and got a container, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a company down south. I'm going to give them the name because it's a bit unfair.
Well, if you don't sell it, it's up to you.
Well, there's certain parts of it they were good when they were doing the England part. It was the Thailand part. There was a few issues. But I used a company called Hamilton's. They were very good in England. And I did a video, to see what I was taking with me. And they come
So
back with a
you
price.
made a video of...
Yeah, you get a video, like an app.
Right.
So they connect to you, and then you go around the house.
Okay, so basically, he's filming the items he wants to take so he can get an idea
and then he
of the
gives
size.
me a rough quote of everything to take. So we was going to do a 20-foot container, but it's quite expensive. So we did a part container where you share a 40-foot and put your stuff in it. And they come with a big box wagon to your house. And then fill it up.
Basically, how long does that take for them? How long does that, not from you getting in touch with them to actually coming to take your items?
Well, we did it in the back end of 23 in December, and then in March of the following year, we said we'd go ahead with it. And they actually came and picked all the stuff up, because we had to pack it all beforehand in boxes. It was 76 boxes. And all sorts of other items as well. And they came round and they wrapped it with special protection, and then they loaded up like a massive box wagon.
So they took that in the March?
They took that at the end of March.
And then they told you?
They said that got took to Leeds, where it was put into the 40-foot container.
Yeah.
And then the 40-foot container got taken down to Thames.
The Thames, yeah.
I forgot what it's called now. There was a port, I think it's Thames Port, down south. I can't remember exactly what it was called. And then that picked up the ship called the Copenhagen, and then it got put on there. And then the Copenhagen was supposed to get to Bangkok on the 21st of May. So it was like 6 to 8 weeks, I think, at the time.
Well, they told you?
That's what they told me, yeah.
Your wife had to be over here?
And also, he said my wife had to be over because she's a returning, Thai national, and you don't pay import tax, or very, very minimal import tax. Because if I did it in my name, I'd pay 30-40% on the whole of the container.
So if you have a
Thai
partner, put it in their name, basically.
Yeah, because he's a returning national. So we did all that, give them all the details. So the boat headed up into Tunisia. And when it got to Tunisia, there was an issue with the Suez. I think some boat blew up or something.
The Suez Canal blocked, yeah.
So it had to go all the way around Africa, which added more time on it. So I tracked the boat and I found out where it were. And then
how do you track the boat then?
I just did it on Google. There's an app on Google. As long as you got the name of the boat, or the ship, I should say, it'll tell you where it is. Within like half a day, I think it is. So I tracked it, and it ended up in Singapore. So I've had no correspondence of anybody in Thailand telling me you know, what they require.
Yeah.
Or they had all my phone numbers, they had my email address, they had my wife's phone number, because I sent her to go to Thailand on the 19th, ready to receive it on the 21st.
Yeah.
In Bangkok, I was told. So I tracked the boat, and then it ended up going to Japan. And I thought, where's it going? Where's my stuff going? So I got in touch with Hamilton's, and they got no answers off them, because this is where it all went a bit
wrong
with them. So he tracked it, and eventually he said, oh, it's been taken off at Singapore, but on another boat, and it's going to Lam Chabang, which is a port near, not far from Surajah, Pattaya, around there. So I thought, all right, I'll get a phone call saying that the wife's got to meet at the customs, sign the paperwork, show her ID and all that lot, and then they'll be sent to our house. No, it's not that simple. Still no contact with the wife, nothing. So it went all the way to a bonded warehouse in Bangkok then.
Okay.
So that
so
was
what sort of time? How long is this taking?
Well, this is getting on for June.
Right. So you're talking 8.
Oh, it's like 2 months, 2.5
months.
months, you know. So the wife was supposed to be picking it up.
Yeah.
She could have stayed in England and then gone later.
Yeah.
So, but there's another twist to this epic thing. So once I found out where it was in Bangkok, I got my wife's sister, my wife's daughter, to go and get in contact with her, because you know it's hard if you're not communicating Thai easy. So she found out that they'd had it, that she doesn't have to go and sign it off. It just doesn't matter.
So basically they told you she had to come here,
and then said no, you don't have
and
to.
then when they shipped the container here, they said you don't need to be here.
And also she could have come back to Thailand with me
So
later.
when it got to Thailand, they then shipped the items to your house.
Yeah, once it got to this bonded warehouse, there was a 4,000 baht, which is just about £100, you know, import tax for certain, because they had a few tools on there, and you get taxed on them. And then they put it on a big box wagon again, and it got sent to the house, delivered, and the wife just signed for it, and that was it.
And how much did that cost you for the container?
The container was with insurance was 3,200 roughly.
That's
3,200
pounds, yeah.
Yeah, pounds. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
£3,200 that.
And that's
shipping a 40-foot container.
No, that was part container.
Oh, part container. Okay.
So then they had to get all the packing and all that stuff, you know, ready to putting it in the boxes. So that worked out another, I think it was £800, I think. Altogether, it was about $4,000.
Right.
So, but that didn't cost me anything really, because I sold a lot of stuff on eBay, and I got £4,500 back. So,
right. Okay.
So basically, you got it.
So basically, you're looking at about £4,000 to ship a container.
A part container, yeah.
And that was like 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And then when you got here, how did you get your retirement visa?
Right. I did it through an agent from a friend of mine. He used her for a good while. He lives in Thailand. I've known Greg for over 20 odd years. So I got in touch with him when I came over in July, and you know, she charged me 30,000 baht, and then I got me 3 months, and then I come back. She did all the paperwork for me. I got my visa, everything ready, done. You know, like a few weeks later, I had to come back because I went back to the house, and I got my visa. But I was based in Chonburi, I was registered as living in Chonburi, Pattaya, but I wasn't. I was living in Satgao,
which is like 3 hours away.
Which is no good to me, because if you report, you've got to report to Chonburi. Your 3-month reporting. So I went to the immigration in Alang, which is part of Satgao, which is right on the border of Cambodia, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So I went in there and asked them, and they said you can change your residence to Satgao, where we live. And they did it. I think it cost a few hundred baht, and it was very simple. And the girl said to me, "Don't use an agent. We'll come here when you're ready for renewing, and they'll tell me what I require."
So basically, you use an agent the first time, so you paid like
a lot of paperwork.
How much was that about?
30,000 baht.
So about £700-800 to get his initial retirement visa. But now he's retired here, he doesn't use an agent anymore, and you're saying the process is simple.
Well, it is once you know. It's not until you know. But the girls helped me out at the immigration in Satgao very well, because they told me what I required. But the most important thing they kept stating to me is make sure you get your bank statement with your 800,000 baht in, and you know, and then a letter saying that you've been using the bank, and prove that you've been using the bank by drawing a small amount of money out and getting your book updated, and then bring it in, which I didn't do. I didn't know about that.
So you can't just leave the money in. You've got to make it. It's got to be active. As
yeah,
in,
and it's got to be proved where it's come from as well. It's got to come from the UK. You can't just transfer it out of another Thai person, because it's got to be sourced from where you're from.
That's something you need to know then. So they do check now.
Because I had a full year bank statement. One of the pages, there's loads of pages of it, and they checked everything on it. But what I was under the impression when I got to renew it last year, I renewed it in October. It's supposed to be renewed on October 28th, but I went a month earlier, because you can go up to 45 days earlier to renew it. And I thought, I'll go in, give all the details, and I'll have to go back and pick it up. But no, I got in, filled all the paperwork in. You know, I got the wrong size photographs, changed them, and we did that on the day. I sat down expecting them to take it away, say, can you come back in a couple of weeks and we'll have it? She called me and said, yeah, right, done.
And how much was that?
And that was 1,900 baht.
So there you go. So it's cheaper than you. So if you have got the funds in the bank, make sure that account is active.
Yeah.
Your money's not just dormant there. You need to be showing that it's being used, the account.
Also, you've got to have it in for 4 months after the visa. And I think it's a month before. I'm not too sure on the details. It's roughly like that. If you start dropping below that 800,000, and after that 4 months, I think if you go below 400, then it's a problem.
Right.
So
you've got to keep your money.
You've got to make sure you got to keep it used. You can't source it from like somebody from Thailand, unless you do it through an agent, whatever.
Yeah. If you use an agent, you haven't got that, then that is different. But if you have got the money in the Thai bank, make sure that account is active and not dormant just for that money sat there. They won't be happy with that anymore. Yeah. And also, you did get a visit from immigration. People say they don't come, but immigration did come and visit you.
Yeah, because they only say if you got on a marriage visa, they do come. That's part of it. So I just got a phone call one day saying, it's immigration, are we all right to come round? I said, yeah, no problem, come when you want. And they didn't turn up the first time. So like 2 weeks later down the line, they phoned up and they said, we're around the corner basically. Can we come? I said, yeah. So about 5 of them rocked up in a pickup, you know, all gunned up and suited and you know, like
ready to take you away if you know.
And they were very nice, very polite, really, really nice. They said, do you mind if we come and, you know, have a look at everything? They just had a quick look round.
So they looked at where you were living and
just looked outside. They didn't even go inside the house. The wife wasn't even there because she'd gone out. They didn't know. I didn't know they were coming on that day. They just like a 10-minute phone call before they arrived. So they came in, they said, okay, sign this piece of paper. They took a picture of me signing it, they took a picture of me with one of the guys in the uniform. They went, thank you very much, come on my car, got in the car and went. 10 minutes with her.
Okay, well just so you are aware that immigration do turn up. They may not always.
No, you might never see them, you might be just a random...
But be aware that when people say they never turn up, they do come and check on you, like you are living where you say you are.
And that is the only issue if you get a visa through an agent and you're based in, your visa is through Chonburi, say Pattaya, and you're not living in Chonburi, and then you on the immigration rock up.
And you're not there,
You're not
that address.
Not in that address.
You're gonna get barred basically when you go back.
Yeah.
So basically, as I say, Phil's been here 18 months now. They're thereabout. Yeah. Any regrets from leaving the UK?
Not one bit.
No.
I'm never going to go back.
There you go. And I'm only around 3 months away from coming here. I can't wait. Phil's been really helpful to me, giving me about the immigration and what I need to do when I get here, which is really helpful because when you come into a new country, even though my partner's Thai, she doesn't know about the immigration laws.
It's impossible for them to know, isn't it?
Yeah. So you need to, if you do have a friend that's done it, speak to them. And don't forget, I do understand a lot of people do use the agents every year because they don't, A, they may not have the funds, or B, they don't want to put it in the Thai bank.
And also, they don't want the messing either, do they?
No,
it's
easier.
It is easier. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
It is easier.
But obviously, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a lot more than 30,000 now.
Yeah, I mean, I know one agent is over 40,000 back to do your visa, which is getting up to £1,000 UK. Yeah. So it's getting quite expensive because it's getting more difficult for them to do it.
Yeah,
so
because only certain banks will do the deal. But the cost of living here, I ignore half of these people on YouTube.
Well, I was going to say that about, obviously, a lot of people on YouTube do say Thailand's too expensive
Yeah,
now.
you need
Yeah.
80,000 baht a month, or you will live on 1,000. You can, me and the wife, all right, we have our own house, so we got no rent, and we're really well looking after ourselves, and we're doing it around 50,000 a month.
There you go.
And
Two
I'm
people.
eating 80% English food. I get it all through Lazada or all through the shops. I can get 99% of anything in the UK. I can get it here.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, people say you need 80,000, 90,000.
rubbish.
And I've spoken to people who live in here, Pattaya, and they're saying, no, they're living here in 40, 45, 50.
You can need.
Percent.
If I was on my own in the van, I could live off 30.
Yeah, well, possible. I mean, we've been out a few times in the daytime while here, and we're spending nothing, are we? Eating, drinking. It's not expensive at all compared to back home. I mean, we're going out in a minute to meet friend Dave, Cheap Dave,
Yeah.
and Amanda.
You have to mention
Amanda. Yeah. But I mean, Dave's now. If you watch his channel, you see he's moved away from John TM. He's just going to start renovating a house. So if you watch his channel, you'll see what it costs for him to do that. But you're going out now. We're going out. It's 39 baht for a beer. About 80, 90 pence for a beer.
You can't even buy in a shop
No.
in England for that, never mind.
We went out last night. We had a good night.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning. I thought, we went down Soy 7. We went Tree Town. We went Soy Bacau. Motorbike taxis. Got some food. And
I don't think I spent 1,000 yesterday.
I think, I was going to say probably about 1,000, but maybe a bit more than 1,000. But and we went out in the afternoon as well.
Yeah, that's all day that.
So so £20 for the day and night. So that's not. If I go back home to my local, 4 pints is 20 quid. So that's like 2 hours. You're going home. Here, you're going all day and night for £20.
And then you got somebody to talk to on the bars.
Yeah, that's
all the girls are
friendly.
friendly.
And the other thing on that is, there are bars at 100 baht, 110 baht.
Yeah.
So, you choose where you want to go, don't you, basically?
Yeah.
You want to go those places you can. But there are a lot of 50, 60 baht beer bars during the evening in Soy Bacau.
Happy hours,
So
isn't it? Yeah.
there's happy hours in the daytime. It's not expensive. Well, and I'm
This is
coming here on
expensive. You make it, innit?
I've got an idea of what budget I want, which I've put out there in the past. And like you say, he knows my partner, he's done it a long time. We can live on that. Nate's frugal anyway, she doesn't spend money. Even if I give her money to go shopping, she won't go.
No.
She won't spend any.
My missus is the same.
Yeah, yours is the same. So maybe we've just got two good ones.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky, I think.
But there are a lot of good ones here, so don't believe that as well, that they're all after your money, because they're not.
I think
They just want a good life too. If you look after them, they look after you. And I don't mean by giving them thousands a month, I just mean you be nice, respectful, they'll be the same
kind,
to
you're
you.
going to be kind.
Yeah, just be kind to them. So we're going to leave that here. We're going to go meet Cheap Dave soon.
Yeah.
I hope you found this useful. So basically, the container was around £4,000. It took about 3 months.
3 months.
About 3 months to get to Thailand.
From leaving to getting
Yeah.
here.
So he did have a bit of a tour around the world by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Japan, Singapore and Africa. But he got his stuff
I
here.
got it in there. There was nothing missing, nothing broken.
Everything there, nothing broken.
Who delivered it were really good. But
So yeah, the company he used was called Hamilton's in the UK.
they were brilliant in
So
England.
you can just
everything.
Google them, and we're not getting paid off them. I don't even know who they are,
Yeah.
but they help fill out.
Yeah, they were
So
good, but it's just the communication.
communication side was not the greatest.
Pretty
Yeah.
poor from up to Singapore because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So
But he got his stuff, and he's not going back to the UK. He has no
Never.
intentions. You sold your house in the UK. Anyway,
yeah,
didn't
everything's
you?
gone. Oh, the only thing I got is my bank account.
Yeah, you need one of them in the UK. Definitely.
Do not bring all your money over.
No, don't put all your money in the
No,
bank over here.
never.
Just what you need. And use. Well, I use Wise, and you use
I
Wise.
use Wise, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
so-
good. You get the best rates. On
Yeah,
Wise.
and it's instant. So I hope you found this a bit useful. I hope the background noise isn't too noisy, because